Hello and welcome to this online tutorial, Pure Maths with Aryan. Today I will explain the laws of indices. The expression a to the power of n, a is called the base and n is called the index or power. We already know that a to the power of n is equal to a times a times a times a n times. First law, any number a to the power of 0 is 1. That means 7 to the power of 0 is 1. 3a to the power of 0 is 1. Minus 2x over 5 to the power of 0 is 1. Minus 7 to the power of 0, it's minus 1. You can watch the brackets. I did not put brackets there. 2y cubed to the power of 0 is just 1. 3xy squared minus 3 to the power of 0 is also 1. Rule number 2. Any number to the power of 1 is the number itself. 7.9 to the power of 1, just 7.9. Rule number 3. The expression a to the power of n times a to the power of m equals a to the power of n plus m. So expressions with the same base, the powers are added. For example, 3 to the minus 4 times 3 to the minus 7, that's equal 3 to the power of minus 11. I simply add the indices or powers. X to the power of 6 multiplied by x to the power of 4, x to the power of 10. 7x to the minus 4 multiplied by 8 to the power of x to the power of 3 is just 7 times 8, 56, x to the power of minus 1. I will deal later on in this tutorial with negative powers. Let's take another example. 3b squared times 2b to the power of 4 is equal 3 times 2, 6b, 2 plus 4, 6. Rule number 4. A to the power of n over b to the power of m is equal to a to the power of n minus m. Basically, expressions with the same base that are divided, the powers are subtracted. Let's take some examples. 9 to the power of 4 over 9 to the power of 3 is just 9. 4 minus 3, which is just 9. C to the power of minus 5 over c to the power of 3 is just c to the power of minus 5 minus 3, c to the power of minus 8. A to the power of 5 divide by a to the power of 4 is just a to the power of 5 minus 4 is equal to a to the power of 1, which is just a. Q to the power of 4 divided by q to the power of 6 is just q to the power of 4 minus 6, which is equal to q to the power of minus 2. Rule number 5. The product AB to the power of n equals a to the power of n, b to the power of n. Both bases a and b are raised to the power of n. 3a squared to the power of 3, that's equal to 3 to the power of 3, a squared to the power of 3. So that's equal 3 times 3 times 3, 27. A to the power of 2 all to the power of 3 is a to the power of 6. I will deal in this tutorial with that rule, power to the power. 2ab to the power of 3, 2 to the power of 3, a to the power of 3, b to the power of 3. And that's equal 8a cubed, b cubed. If I have minus 4 x, y, z to the power of 2, that means minus 4 to the power of 2 times x to the power of 2 times y to the power of 2 times z to the power of 2. So that's 16 x squared, y squared, z squared. Rule number 6. A over b to the power of n is equal a to the power of n, b to the power of n. Numerator and denominator are raised both to the power of n. 3 over 7 to the power of 2. That means 3 square over 7 square. And that will be 9 over 49. Minus 5x squared to the power of 4, just call it x for this exercise, to the power of 2. That means minus 5x to the power of 2 over 4 squared. And that should be equal to minus 5x squared from the previous rule is 25x squared over 16. Another exercise, let's say 6 to the power of 0 a over 3 square. 6 to the power of 0 is just 1. So that will be a square over 3 square. That's just a square over 9. Rule number 7. A to the power of n all to the power of m. That's equal a to the power of n times m. So basically the new index now is a product of m and n. 5x squared to the power of 2. That means 5 squared times x squared squared. That's equal to 25x to the power of 4. You can see it in here is power to the power. If I have 2 cubed all to the power of 2, that means you have a 2, 2 times 3, 6. I'm simply multiplying the powers. If I have x to the power of minus 2 all to the power of minus 1, that's just x to the power of minus 2 times minus 1. And that will be x to the power of just 2. If I have another exercise in here, just to summarize it much better, a to the power of minus 4 all to the power of minus 3, that's just a to the power of 12. If I have 3, for example, to the power of minus 4 all to the power of minus 3/4, I'm simply multiplying the two powers. That's equal 3 to the power of minus 4 times minus 3/4, and that's just 3 to the power of 3. Minus times minus plus, and the 4 cancels in here, and 2 minuses make a plus. So that's just 27. Rule number 8. A to the power of n over m equals root m of a to the power of n. Some other textbooks may write it as root m a to the power of n. It's the same thing. These are called the fractional powers. It means that you take the root of the base number. The following examples will clarify the rule. 9 to the power of 2 over 3. Sorry, let me take it 3 over 2. That's the same thing as square root of 9 cubed. Square root of 9 is 3 cubed. That's just 27. If I have 25 over 81 to the power of a half, that means that will be equal to square root of 25 over 81, which means it's the square root of 25 over square root of 81. So that's equal to 5 over 9. Rule number 9. A to the power of minus n equals 1 over a to the power of n. This is equal to 1 divided by the number raised to the power made positive. The following examples will clarify it. If I have 5 to the power of minus 2, that means 1 over 5 square, and that is 1 over 25. If I have 27 to the power of minus 2 over 3, that is 1 over 27 to the power of 2 over 3, and that is equal, from the previous rule now, 1 over cube root of 27 square, and cube root of 27 is 3, so it will be 1 over 3 square. That's just 1 over 9. If I have, say, 64x cubed to the power of minus 2 over 3, I would like to evaluate this expression. Let's deal with a negative power. So 1 over 64x cubed to the power of 2 over 3. So that's equal 1 over cube root of 64x cubed square. So that's equal 1 over cube root of 64 is 4. Cube root of x cubed is just x, and both of them square. So the final answer is 1 over 16x squared. Rule number 10. A over b to the power of minus n. That's the same thing as b over a to the power of n. Let's take an example. 3 over 8 to the power of minus 2. That is the same thing as 8 over 3 square. So that will be 64 over 9. Pretty self-explanatory. If you have 1 over 3x to the power of minus 3, that's equal to 3x over 1 to the power of 3. That's equal, 3x over 1 is just 3x inside the bracket, cubed by the previous rule, 3 cubed times x cubed. So that's just 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27 x cubed. The indices are a very important part of mathematics, should you wish to go any further to learn mathematics for the GCSE and A-level and higher tier level maths. But thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as much as what I did. Please subscribe, as there will be more quality tutorials to follow.